What's the best way to educate kids about epilepsy? Handing them a textbook? Probably not the answer, but a comic book very well could be. 14-year-old Joel Wilcox is living with epilepsy and inspired this idea. Also with us, Dr. James Wheless, the Chief of Pediatric Neurology at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center. Good morning to both of you this morning.
Morning, Mike.
Joel, I want to start with you. Thank you for sharing your story with us this morning. I want you to, if you could, tell me a little bit about what it's like living with epilepsy.
Well, living with epilepsy is frustrating, and I get mad that I can't do things other people can do. But Flame helped by giving me independence. She gave me the confidence to go to school and do more activities.
Yeah, Flame is the dog on your lap right now. How did the two of you get together? How did you become partners in this?
Well, a program called 4 Paws for Ability. We decided to get a seizure assistance dog, and me and Flame trained together for 2 weeks.
And Flame looks very content sitting on your lap.
I just got her.
Yeah, she looks very content this morning. Doctor, I want to start, I'll kind of move over to you for a second. How prevalent is epilepsy, and why, I guess, this condition seems to be like it's misunderstood a little bit. Why is that?
Yeah, so epilepsy is unique in that it's a very common disorder. I mean, there's between 2 and 3 million Americans that have it. If you have, 25 to 30 folks in your, family or circle of friends, one will be affected by epilepsy in their lifetime. So it's really common, but even though it's that common, there's a lot of misperceptions, kind of myths, a lot of stigma associated with this disease that we really just don't see with other diseases that are just as common.
Yeah, Joel has Flame, so I want you to explain this a little bit more. What is this Medikidz Explain Seizure Assistance Dogs program?
Yes. So the real goal was to try and say, gosh, epilepsy is a common problem, but there's just still all the stigma associated with it. And how do we get educational material to adolescents and even to adults in a way that gives them the information they need that will help us get rid of this stigma and does it in a really nice way. And I'm excited to be working with ASI on this project. It's the Medikidz comic book series, and Joel and Flame are the stars of the current comic book that you see. And really tells his story, but it's just a neat way to get that information out there to families that otherwise it's just hard to get to them.
Yeah, Joel, what's it like being on a comic book? I mean, that's got to be a first for you, right? You and Flame.
Yes, it is a first. At first, I was shocked because Flame isn't a pictured service dog, but then after I heard that, I was very excited.
Yeah. Joel, what do you hope this comic book teaches your friends and your peers and other kids at school? What do you hope they learn from this book?
I hope it will inform and educate them about epilepsy and seizure assistant dogs. And I just think it would be easier to hand them a cool comic book than to explain everything about epilepsy and seizure assistant dogs.
Gotcha. Doctor, what do you want our viewers to know about the search for the Next Medikidz Star contest, and I guess who are you looking for?
Yeah, so the campaign is really to get information out there, as we said, about epilepsy. So if folks will go to the website, it's advancingepilepsycare.com. They can actually get a copy of the current comic book that features Joel and Flame. It'll tell them how to do that there. It's great information. It would be great for them to read and just to know about the disease. But if they're teenagers and they'd like to be the next star, it gives them instructions for submitting a video and to see if they're chosen to tell their story. And we know every story is different. Every child comes at this a little bit differently. And we just want to continue to highlight those and get that educational message out there.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up. Where's the book available?
So the book is available again through the website. It's advancingepilepsycare.com, and it's there now if they go there today.
Gotcha. Doctor, thanks for your time this morning. Joel, thanks for sharing your story and for participating in this interview with us with Flame. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks for having us.
You betcha. Mary, over to you.